And you're welcome. It's time for What's Up and About. Mostly it's everything that we find on social media and want to talk about it. So, very interesting entry. Why are you smiling like that? It's cute, don't get me wrong. Okay. Nurse MJ, or Proud Nurse MJ, has this on Twitter, I think. She says, I used to think I can't sleep without having the lights on until I entered the UK, got my own apartment, and the first energy bill hit me. She says, no wonder everybody lights candles at night. I thought it was just for aesthetics. The day I mistakenly left my heater on and went to work, when I got back, it took everything in me not to cry. The only one I can't adjust to is water shower. Imagine a colleague shocked at the fact that I shower every single morning and night. Like, I don't get it. Little wonder it's stinking in the buses and on the trains. They don't shower every day because it is the water bills. The water bills are no jokes. So I told that to you this morning, and you were like, your response was, I was referring to all the bills that you pay and the fact that you actually pay plenty, especially in the UK, as against maybe Canada or the US. Yeah. But what was your response again?
My response was simply that we do pay all those bills and taxes here. I think the only difference is that because there it's cumulative. Here we pay them in trickles.
Every day.
Do you understand? Every day. You buy fuel. I mean, you buy a gen, you buy fuel, you service a gen, you pay for security, your guide, all of that stuff and all of that. So as much as yes, and we still pay taxes here. Do you understand? So there, everything is collated, they send it to you, and it's like, right? But then again, if you think of all of that, even think of the money you tip people on the road to help you push your car when it stops.
I never thought about
and all of that. So that's honestly how I interpret it. So when people say, oh yeah, when you go there, the bills will hit you, I'm like, okay, fine, let the bills hit me, but let me understand what the bills are for, and let me enjoy that. So yeah, simply.
Emma, do you share the same opinion?
Well, not everyone actually pay the same amount of bills. It depends on the area of Lagos that you live in, or in the, let's not even talk about other parts of Nigeria, right? Because, I mean, we all know that if you're to compare the standard of living in Lagos to, cost of living in Lagos to other parts of...
Abeokuta, for instance.
Exactly.
It's like cheap.
Exactly. It's very affordable, right? But if you are living, so for example, Agege or Mafuluku, they're not going to pay the same bills that someone living on the island is going to pay. I mean, and then as you go further, into the island, the bills increase because, I mean, you're paying for basically luxury.
So I think it's the awareness bit here that people are, that shocks people. Because when you go outside the country, people expect everything's going to be all swimming and everything. Oh, nice, there's power, there's the services like getting to work, buses, the trains, and all.
Yeah, but then again, you're paying.
You don't realize that at the end of the day,
you're paying
when it hits you, it hits you.
Yeah, but then if you're to compare how much you spend, for example, taking a train to the office.
It's actually rather cheap.
It's very cheap.
Exactly.
It's very cheap. So the things that you're actually paying for is your utilities, which heater, for example, when it's very cold during the winter season,
and
you really need it.
Necessary.
So, and it's very necessary. So these are the things that are available to you. So if you want them, you pay for it.
Otherwise, you can just simply live like a Neanderthal.
Better still, you move to another part of the world that's not going to take.
Okay, so if you had,
and I think in everything, there's also always a balance, right? So we're talking about living in Lekki and living in Mafuluku. Now, the security in Lekki, it's not like it's anything.
It's the same thing in Mafuluku.
It's not. I promise you, it's not. I stay in an area where there are certain type of people on this side and on this side, and we always know whenever we have situations like, for instance, the elections, they have to lock certain gates permanent.
So you're on the good side.
Same thing happened when I was in Lekki. So we have like estates here and estates here, estates here. Do you understand? And then, so in the end of everything, I think somehow, if what you evade this way, you get it another way. Then, please, can we zoom in on the bathing situation?
Yes, so that.
Can you zoom?
No, so that I didn't know that was going to be a factor or a thing. Actually, I find that very, very weird.
What's weird about that?
I can't go to bed without taking a bath.
Yeah, but then
the weather there is different.
Oh yes, I must. Yeah, I had this experience once outside the country where after 3 days I looked at my fingernails and they were still clean, and I'm like, but I've been up and about, nothing's happened. So it's actually very, very...
You don't perspire as much when you're with the weather compared to when you're here. And then the dust, the atmosphere.
It feels like the air is filtered, basically. So it doesn't cause all of the things. So, for example, go out in the heat now. You will sweat. Everywhere will be, but so you need, exactly. And then if you're taking public transportation, jumping from one bus to the other, like, of course you need to shower.
Yes.
Wow. Or, that also happens over there where...
I'm not looking forward to that. That's all I'm just going to say. Right. But Yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do. Got to expend what you got to expend, spend money on. Thank you very much. Tell us what you think. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC if you have an opinion that you want to share, or if you don't take your bath every day, tell us how you manage it. Let's know your routine.
You rub and shine.
So we will be getting ready for Canada and the UK with your samples. But in any case, stay tuned. We've got more coming your way.